Good morning, pupils. How are you today? I hope you are fine. Today we are going to start a new unit about Great Britain and London. Our topic today is It's London. Today we will speak about the main sights of London. You will learn a lot of interesting facts, learn some new words and new grammar rules on difference in usage of will and to be going to. Now, let's do some warming up. I want you to play the game Broken Sentences. You'll see the table with two parts of the sentences. You should match them to make the sentences correct. Please push space button to give yourself time to do the exercise. Now, let's check the answers. My brother has been watching TV for 2 hours now. Her parents have just returned from a tour around Europe. The children were playing while their mothers were talking. Ancient people used to cook their food on fire. His friend is booking tickets at the moment. They will meet their friends at the railway station tomorrow morning. The train arrived 10 minutes later. Now, let's look at exercise 1 on page 122. Look at the photos. What city do they remind you of? What do you know about it and its famous landmarks? I'll give you the explanations on each picture. The first picture shows us the London Eye, or the Millennium Wheel. It is an observation wheel on the south bank of River Thames in London. It is Europe's tallest observation wheel and is the most popular paid tourist attraction in the United Kingdom with over 3 million visitors annually. On the second picture, you can see the Tower Bridge. It is a suspension bridge in London built between 1886 and 1894. The bridge crosses the River Thames close to the Tower of London and has become a world-famous symbol of London. The third picture shows us the Globe Theatre. The Globe Theatre was a theatre in London associated with William Shakespeare. It was built in 1599 by Shakespeare's playing company and was destroyed by fire on 29th of June 1613. A second Globe Theatre was built on the same site by June 1614 and closed in 1642. A modern reconstruction of the Globe, named Shakespeare's Globe, opened in 1997. The next picture shows us the Buckingham Palace. It is the London residence and administrative headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom. It is located in the city of Westminster. Then you can see the Trafalgar Square. It is a public square in the city of Westminster, central London. It was established in the early 19th century around the area formerly known as Charing Cross. The square's name commemorates the Battle of Trafalgar, the British naval victory in the Napoleonic Wars over France and Spain that took place on 21st of October 1805 off the coast of Cape Trafalgar. And on the last picture you can see the Tower of London. It is a historic castle on the north bank of the River Thames in central London. The Tower of London has become established as one of the most popular tourist attractions in the country. It has been a tourist attraction since at least the Elizabethan period, when it was one of the sights of London that foreign visitors wrote about. So, all these pictures remind us of London. Now, let's do exercise 2 on page 123. You'll listen to the dialogue and you should complete it with missing words. Have you started doing your English project yet? The one about London mysteries? Yes, I'm working on a poster about the Monument of Great Fire of London. I'm going to write an article about it to put on the poster. Then I'm going to put some pictures on the poster as well. What about you? I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll prepare something about St. Bride's Church? It's in the city of London. Where can you get some interesting information about it? There is a wonderful display in the church this month. Besides, I've seen the Rob Bell's new show where he explores the secret underground places in London. That's a good idea. I'll probably find this show online tonight. Don't forget to check the school library too. With pleasure. Now, let's check the answer. After the dialogue, we should do exercise 3 on page 123. We have questions and we should answer them using the dialogue above. Let's read the questions. Which project are Jane and Alex working on? Who has started doing the project? What is the project about? Who is still thinking what to write about? Where can the students get some information? What does Jane recommend Alex to do? Now, let's check the answers. Which project are Jane and Alex working on? Jane and Alex are working on their English project about London mysteries. Who has started doing the project? Alex has started doing the project. What is this project about? This project is about London mysteries. Who is still thinking what to write? Jane is still thinking what to write about. Where can the students get some information? The students can get some information from the display and the school library. What does Jane recommend Alex to do? Jane recommended Alex to check the school library. Let's go on. Now we have exercise 4, part A. We have to read and match the words from 1 to 6 with their definitions from A to F. We have the following words: a project, project, a poster, poster, an article, стаття, a display, показ, демонстрація, a show, show, an exhibition, виставка. So, please, push space button and match words with their definitions. Now, let's check the answers. A project, a study of a particular subject done over a period of time, especially by students. Letter C. A poster, a large printed picture, photograph, or notice that you stick or pin to a wall or board, usually for decoration or to advertise something. Letter E. An article, a piece of writing on a particular subject in a newspaper or magazine or on the internet. Letter A. A display, a collection of objects or pictures arranged for people to look at, or a performance or show for people to watch. Letter B. A show, a theater performance or a television or radio program that is entertaining rather than serious. Letter F. An exhibition, an event at which objects such as paintings, sculptures, etc. are shown to the public. Letter D. Here you can see the answers. Now, please, use the words in exercise 4, part B. Push the space button to give yourself time to do the exercise. Then we will check the answers. Well, let's check the answers. There was an interesting article on vegetarianism in the paper yesterday. The children put up their posters on the classroom walls. There is an Egyptian art collection on a display at the museum at the moment. In our third year at college, everyone had to do a special project. There is a new exhibition of sculpture on the city gallery. We had a puppet show for Jamie's birthday today. Before doing exercise on page 124, we are going to learn the rule about the difference between will and to be going to. Отже, на екрані ми бачимо слайд, який показує нам різницю у формуванні речень з використанням will і конструкції to be going to. Як ми бачимо, після will використовується неозначена форма дієслова, або ж інфінітив без частки to. I will eat pizza. She will go to buy some bread. Will використовується у реченні незалежно від особи, і дієслово після will не змінює форму за особами. Конструкція to be going to містить дієслово to be, яке перш за все змінюється за правилами зміни дієслова to be. I am, he, she, it, is, you, we, they, are. Наприклад, I'm going to buy a new car. They are going to move to another town. Окрім різниці у формуванні речень з використанням will та to be going to, існує різниця у використанні їх у реченнях. Отже, на слайді ви можете побачити табличку, в якій зазначена різниця в використанні will та be going to. Will використовується для передбачень, заснованих на тому, що ми самі думаємо або уявляємо. Наприклад, I think the weather will be good. Я думаю, погода буде хорошою. Я так собі уявляю. Be going to використовується для передбачень, заснованих на тому, що ми бачимо, тобто є докази, або ми знаємо цей факт напевно. Look at the sky, it's going to rain. Подивись на небо, буде дощ. Will ми використовуємо для рішень, прийнятих спонтанно. Okay, I'll go with you. Добре, я піду з тобою. Be going to використовується для запланованих дій, домовленостей. I'm going to join you at 6. Я збираюсь приєднатись до тебе о 6. Ми зазвичай використовуємо be going to, щоб повідомити про наміри. I will для коментарів про дані наміри. I'm going to sell my Volkswagen. I'll try to find something cheaper. Я збираюсь продати свій Volkswagen. Я спробую знайти щось подешевше. Тобто, я збираюсь, I'm going to sell. Це наш намір. I'll try. Ми так думаємо, ми так собі уявляємо. Проте не факт, що так станеться. Now, let's do exercise 5 on page 124 to check your understanding of the rule. Please push space button and do the exercise. Now, let's check the answers. Next summer, we are going to London for our holiday. We've booked the flight. Your host family will give you all the meals and they will take you to interesting places. I'm going to write a message to my English-speaking friend. I will tell him about the places in London I'm going to visit. They are going to meet up with some friends on Sunday evening. They are going to travel along the Thames River. If we are in London, we will sightseeing a lot. Please, can you lend me some money? I promise I will pay you back next week. So, dear pupils, our lesson is over. Your home task will be Exercise 1, Part B, on page 122. You'll have to make up the dialogue using the information about London landmarks. Please, write it down in your copybooks. Thank you for the lesson.